Turn on all my lights. This is Nicki Sun from TechNicki speaking, here with a gear recommendation. A wireless microphone system that not only plugs into your camera, but also to your phone and computer. What do you think?
That's dope!
You're zooming in on me. And at the same time, I have no director or cameraman.
Right now, you're like Asian Daenerys in my mind.
I've always been the mother of cameras.
I love technology. When other women see us in front of the camera, they're inspired to do it too.
This has been Nicki Sun with Gals and Gear at NAB Show Live.
Nicki's an amazing entrepreneur slash content creator slash female director slash cinematographer slash Asian ambassador.
She's talking about choosing the right camera for the job.
Woo!
Definitely. She's amazing.
That was it for this episode of TechNicki speaking. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hey, turn on. Hey. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of TechNicki speaking by Nicki Sun. And hopefully if you see me on the screen today, that means that my Amazon Live is working, my YouTube is working. I'm not quite sure if the Facebook is working, so if someone could check that for me and let me know in the comments, that would be great. Hello to Sunfrog Frank from YouTube. Yay, thank you for checking that the YouTube works. Because, you know, on my end, I'm utilizing the YOLO box, and I can see that the play button for the Amazon area is green, but there's still a swirling sign on Facebook and YouTube, but I can see myself on YouTube. I just don't know if my Facebook is going quite yet, but we'll definitely do that. Oh, hello, Brian. It's so interesting. The update, it's so weird. It's actually quite cool. It's black today. Before the background is white, but now it is black. So I was a little confused. So I thought things were going down. Hello, Gwen. Hello, Richard. Thank you for tuning in. I'm just so happy when the stream works, right? Because the last couple of weeks, it hasn't been, but I tested it yesterday, unbeknownst to anybody, to just make sure that it would work. Yeah, there's still some like bandwidth issues in terms of what's capable, what's possible on certain things, but we are here, we are good. I made sure I recorded it, so anything that I talk about today, I can chop up into little segments and re-upload them as well. Peter, thank you for joining. He says you're in. I know you tune in from Facebook, so it's really nice to see you on the Amazon platform, so thank you so much. Oh, shout out to Anthony for starting to follow. I really appreciate it. Again, my name is Nicki Sun. I do a live show every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to talk about tech. And also, it's part educational as well. And so anything that you see, I try to theme out my shows every week. So it really is important for me when things work as they work. But in technology, I hope being here, it also teaches everyone that sometimes it's okay when things don't work. It's how you work with it again and push through that makes it all the more worthwhile. Oh, and Frank P started following. Wow, 2 follows back to back. I really, really appreciate that very, very much. So thank you very much for following. Please smash that star button in the bottom right corner of your screen if you're watching on your computer or your desktop. It does alert other folks that are possibly on the interwebs on Amazon that this is a live stream worth watching. If you have been following me on Instagram, first of all, thank you. I have 2 Instagram accounts, but my TechNicki speaking account is the one where I talk all about tech, and I was so excited to do a collaboration with SmallHD in their unveiling and their product launch of their brand new Action 5 monitor, which released today. They haven't released the winners yet, so I believe there's still a chance to enter for your very own Action 5. It's also not available quite on Amazon yet, so I had to pick a random SmallHD. So just letting you know, the monitor I'm talking about is not the one I have selected in the carousel today, but I had to pick something that was SmallHD related. But once the Action 5 is available to purchase on Amazon, that will be the same kind of page as well. So the biggest thing is, since today was the launch and the release, I wanted to just show you what I get as a I guess I'm still uncomfortable with the word influencer, but I will show you what I got as my press kit So SmallHD selected a handful of filmmakers from around the globe, and I happened to be one of them. And so I was sent this press kit, and I figured, why not unbox it live together, even though, you know, secretly and transparently speaking, I've already kind of half opened it, just so I could, you know, do the reveal for my channel as well. But I will show you what I got and what you will get too if you win. Again, there was like a 5-day giveaway on SmallHD. It's also, the link is on my account as well, but it's technicki.info/SmallHD. You can go on my Instagram, you can go on SmallHD's Instagram page. The link to enter is literally in their bio. Since they haven't revealed their 5 winners yet, it's safe to say that you still have a chance. So if you'd like to win this monitor that I'm about to show you, do that right now, just so you have an option. Because I would hate for the stream to be over and then they announce the winners during the stream. So, you know, put this up on one side of your screen and then pull up the other one, and yeah, you know, do that. But this is Johnny Goes. It's unbox time. Let's do this. So first of all, it came in a giant box by Creative Solutions. And for those of you who didn't know, like me, Creative Solutions actually is an umbrella company. They own not only SmallHD, but Teradek as well as Wooden Camera, 2 amazing other reputable camera brands that I've worked with before, who have also supported my giveaways in the past during my launch of TechNicki Speaking with Justine last International Women's Day. So it's a super, like, they're awesome to work with. Their team is just amazing to work with. So thank you so much to Creative Solutions, especially Chloe, for sending me and giving me an opportunity to look at the Action 5 first. So it came in a Manfrotto backpack, by the way. Oh, that's the one thing that it's on here as well. So if you want the same Manfrotto Advanced 3 backpack, this is the one I'm holding in my hand. I've selected it in the carousel as well. But their monitor came in this backpack, and I just want to give you a little brief of what it does say. And so yeah, obviously it fits in your cabin. There's interchangeable dividers. There's a tripod holder, a sun and rain cover. It's water repellent. There is a trolley connection and personal storage. So just opening it, first of all, it's not like a regular backpack. So when you open the front, you actually have a divider for your camera gear. I really like this because when we are on the go shooting, sometimes your camera might be at the bottom of your backpack, and as a DSLR, a mirrorless camera filmmaker, you want to be able to pull out your camera immediately. So having not only a pull out, but having it expandable allows me to fully reach it out without fear of the entire front opening and my camera falling to the floor. I'm not gonna lie, my lens, my beautiful Voigtlander 17.5mm lens, this one right here, my baby, I had another bag, I'm not gonna say which one, but I opened it and my lens completely fell out. It still works, thank goodness, but the notch is a little broken and I'm like devastated because my lens is probably 3/4 the price of my actual GH4 that I have right now. So this will help, hopefully in a way, to make sure that when you open your bag, things don't fall out because there is no expandable front storage. So that is very, very important. As you can see, there's dividers as well. You can configure it as you like. So you can put lens here, you can take these parts out to put your camera here, but I really, really like that about the Manfrotto Advanced 3 backpack. Again, it's selected in the carousel. At the top, you have, you know, a little flat area. You can put, you know, maybe your external hard drives here, your SSD cards. It's a nice little shallow pocket to put like your cell phone as well as your wallet when you're going around. Now let's open the top. Because as you can tell, because this part has the bottom divider, it's a little bit more shallow, which I like because when you're on the go, sometimes you want to be able to pack your drone, maybe your audio devices like the Ceremonic Blink 500 Pro that I'm wearing, or maybe you want to put your camera here instead. So when you're wearing your backpack and you're reaching in front, it's nice to be able to not have to reach all the way down, but instead have access to just like a shallow pocket. It also holds a laptop. So hidden in the back, if you pull it front, you can see that there is space for a laptop. So you can put your laptop there as well. Thatson, I hope I said your name correctly. He goes, or he or she goes, nice hair. Well, I appreciate that. But this is definitely a really cool backpack that SmallHD sent me to basically house the monitor in. And on the side, there's 2 pockets for a water bottle on one side, and being able to have this allows me to stick one of the tripod legs in here, wrap this around and secure the tripod. Around here, I love the trolley. So if you're traveling and you have a check-in luggage, you're able to also put this right on top, utilizing this part to hold. So when you're, dragging your check-in bag, you don't have to carry this on your back because maybe it's too heavy. Also wanted to note that, when you're going run and gun and it's like very, very lightweight, guerrilla style kind of filmmaking, it's really nice to also have the top part to put an extra change of clothes, or for me, like an extra pair of sandals. So if I happen to be on camera and then I need to like run to the next part of like a film shoot, I can take out my slippers, put in my heels, and then good to go, and I don't have to worry about it being mixed up with my camera gear because my camera gear can go right in the front. So this is the Manfrotto Advanced Backpack that SmallHD sent me. And they also sent me a whole bunch of other pins as well. But because that's not something you can actually, well, I'll show you anyways. So they also have sent me these iron-on patches, as well as these pins. I'm just gonna take a couple out because they actually sent me quite a bit. I feel like they gave me at least 10 pins. They all have like pin backings in the back. Let me be a product reviewer like this. So they sent me these pins, and oh, let's grab like another camera. You can see like the camera with its like lens over here. Although traditional cameras, let me show you a traditional one. Here we go. This is one that was closest to my TechNicki speaking pin, which is a camera logo with this in the back. So they sent me at least 10 of these pins. So all to say, enter into the contest right now. Again, the link to win your own Action 5 monitor, which I'm about to open, is available on SmallHD's Instagram as well as my TechNicki speaking Instagram page. Enter now because there's going to be 5 winners. So you'll get the same exact press kit that I'm going over right now if you enter. Okay, here we go. Because I have so much other things to get through today, I want to show you in action an unboxing of the Action 5. So first of all, I love how light it is already and small. It's, for those of us who don't know, a camera monitor, you can put this on top of your mirrorless or DSLR camera, allowing you to have a bigger screen when filming. So sometimes the LCD screen, or sometimes maybe your camera doesn't even have a built-in LCD screen, it allows you to really get true accurate color, see what you're shooting at such a bigger screen as well. And there is so many features of this one. As you can tell, I had to choose one SmallHD monitor. The one that I'm selecting right now is like close to $1,700, but that's not the one that I have in my hand because it's so new. SmallHD does not have the Action 5 listed on Amazon quite yet, but I will let you know right now that the Action 5 starts at, let me not get this wrong, $329. So even though I'm selecting the SmallHD right now because it's not available, this is not available on Amazon quite yet, but it will be. So this truly is a special unboxing. So talk about having a monitor. This is for entry-level filmmakers, content creators, just anybody who wants to add a bigger monitor to their camera. And, for the first time, SmallHD has done it in a way where it's more affordable and budget-friendly for beginning content creators. So first of all, that is already a step above all the other features, because before, as you can see, the one that I've selected is like 5 times the price already. So for them to create a monitor already starting at an entry-level market monitor that is still of the same caliber and quality that SmallHD always provides for all their monitors. I have probably 3 SmallHD monitors. This is the lightest so far and by far the most budget friendly. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's do this. It was shrink wrapped, but I definitely opened it to take the picture for my thumbnails. But here we go. This is the Action 5. And the reason why I don't have an overhead today is because I needed another camera to demonstrate it. And so I had to take my camera down in order to do that. So otherwise, I wish I had the overhead for you all. But yeah, so we have this, a little foam protector piece. There is a screen protector that I have not used yet, but it allows you to put this on the screen to just give it a tempered glass protective layer. And then we have the monitor right here. So already, this is the smallest monitor I feel that SmallHD has put out. Action 5, I feel like the 5 comes from the fact that it is a 5-inch viewable screen. So diagonally, this is how we always measure screens. So it's 5.5 inches. However, the screen size itself, as you can see that there, when I turn it on, you'll notice that there are bars around, so that doesn't count in terms of the viewing display. So the viewing display itself is 5 inches diagonally. This is the smallest monitor that SmallHD has. And they also, even though their name has the word small in it, they also create other monitors that you utilize on actual like production sets that are huge to set up for clients to see when the filmmaker or your DP or your cinematographer is actually going around and filming scenes. That way, you know, clients don't have to be in the filmmaker's ear when you're going around on set, because that would be extremely frustrating, annoying, and distracting. So a lot of times you can have wireless receivers connected to the monitor, so your clients or director can literally watch it on a bigger monitor in another room, so your cinematographer or your DP have the freedom to move around without a whole group of people crowding around their tiny screen. So for those of us who are one-person bands and wants to elevate their level of production with the cameras they already have, you can even turn this monitor to the side when you're filming, just so, again, people are not hovering around your lens or your viewpoint. They can see it on the screen right here. So this is a nice way to put in your backpack when you're doing shoots remotely, and you're able to actually see what's happening on a bigger screen. Because as you can tell, just for size difference, this is the GH4, and this is the size of the screen, right? The LCD screen that comes with it. Let me just turn it on so you can see right there. There's my face. But yeah, so this is the size of the built-in LCD monitor on my camera. This is the size of the screen of the SmallHD 5-inch. So imagine being able not to squint when you're looking through the lens. You get to see it bigger, and you can put it, you know, however you want. You can even put it vertically if you wanted to, or attach an L bracket so it's swingable and you don't have to keep adjusting it. So that's what I love about that. I'll show you exactly what it looks like on the camera in a second, but I want to go over some more features of the Action 5. So on this side, you'll see that there are 2 full HDMI outlets. One is for the input. So you'll see a full HDMI input. So the cool thing is that HDMI, or SmallHD, has sent me 2 cords. They gave me a full HDMI. Well, actually, no. That is the one thing I thought it was going to come with. Frankly, I already have a full HDMI to full HDMI, but I was assuming this box would come with a full HDMI to full HDMI cord, but it doesn't. It comes with the other 2 not as popular ones. However, there is one in there right now with my micro HDMI that works with my GH4 perfectly. So just letting you know, if you have a full HDMI, you would need to purchase that separately. It does not come included in the kit. There's also a full HDMI out, so for instance, if you wanted to also connect this monitor to a bigger screen, you would be able to do that. So anything that you have here, you can put it out elsewhere. Let's see what else. There are 2 1/4-inch 20 inputs. So this is where a standard tripod would go, or even like a cold shoe mount. And you have one over here as well. I already have an L bracket from my last one, so it swings. It allows me to have it on a hinge, so I don't have to have it too stable. I mean, not stable, like in one place. But yeah, they'll have that. And you do have the battery on the back. It is a 7 to 24 volts. And because it does not come with a battery, just letting you know. So when it didn't come with the battery, I was able to actually get batteries sent for the Axoon, the Cine i2S Pro, which is the wireless transmitter that I reviewed maybe 2 streams ago. So if you're interested in looking at my wireless transmitter, feel free to rewatch my stream 2 streams ago. But they sent me batteries for their wireless transmitters that also universally fit this one as well. I'll get into that as well because that Jupio battery is also in my carousel for the stream. And once I put it in, you'll be able to power it on. But yeah, you have your standard size batteries over there that can take that. I want to make sure I go over the daylight viewables as well. But I guess for that, I will turn the actual monitor on. So let me just make sure I have this over here. And thank you to Amazon customer for starting to follow. I appreciate you. You are unnamed, but I really do appreciate you for following and giving that star a little smash, just to let other people know that this is a stream worth watching. Just going quickly through all the other accessories that are in this box. Again, you have the full HDMI to a micro HDMI. So this is the one that I actually use for, let me do this. This is the one that I actually use for my GH4. And then there's another cord that I've actually never used before. I think this is a mini HDMI. So they do come with protective caps, but this is a full HDMI. So the full HDMI, obviously, you insert that into the small HD monitor side. But with my GH5, for instance, it is a full HDMI input as well. So I would need a HDMI to HDMI, which I already have that I purchased through SmallRig actually. So this is a full HDMI to a full HDMI that I use for my GH5, which is what I'm shooting off right now. However, for the GH4, it is the HDMI to a micro HDMI cord, which is included in the Action 5 kit. So I'm just gonna put this back. Also included in this Action 5 box is this really cool tripod head. So it's nice because not only will this fit into the shoe mount on your camera on top of it, it also has this adjustable hinge that allows the monitor to go forward and tilt forward and backwards. So I'll show you how to put that on as well. And I think the only, they also came with a lens cloth so you can wipe your screen safely. I'm sure this is microfiber proof, so you can do that as well. And then you have a SmallHD USB because you'll be able to transfer your LUTs to the screen directly with the USB cord. So, I mean, with a USB drive. So imagine there's actually 3 included LUTs that SmallHD has in their monitor, but if you wanted a different look, for instance, so LUT is short for look up table. So in the filmmaking world, let's say you know, everybody has seen that orange and teal filter on a lot of things. That would be a LUT, right? So you can literally load that orange and teal LUT onto this USB drive into your SmallHD Action 5 monitor. And then you'll be able to actually see in real time what the orange and teal filter would look like in real time versus waiting in post to add it. So that is a cool benefit of having the LUTs. I will say that most of the SmallHD monitors already have that as well. But again, this is the first monitor by SmallHD that is coming in at a starting $329 rate, which is 5 times cheaper or less than the first, monitors that they have currently listed on Amazon. Again, this is a first look, so the one that I'm actually selecting is not the one. It's not out yet, so just keep that in mind that the one I've selected is not the one I'm talking about, but this is so new. It just launched today. So I tried to select something that SmallHD makes, but this is going to be really cool to have all these capabilities in a 5-inch display monitor on your camera, super light, and you have a chance to win one of your own as well. Right now, if you go again on the SmallHD or TechNicki Speaking, which is my Instagram page, the link to enter one of 5 of these new monitors from SmallHD is still out. Like, they have not announced the winners yet, so it's absolutely free to participate. There's a link where you sign up your email and then a winner will be randomly chosen. Oh my goodness, I realize there's so much happening in the chat, so thank you so much. I'm pausing really quick. Oh my goodness, hello, hello. Sam, oh, that is a cool title name. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you to John for starting to follow. Is your white brick wallpaper a real brick? Actually, this is a real wall. This is a chimney, but because I'm in Los Angeles and it's too hot and I don't put fire in it, I've put my bookshelf, shout out to my mom for helping me put this against my chimney. And because of that, I've also added a Luminoodle, or not a Luminoodle, what is that brand? Oh my goodness, I'm blanking on the brand right now. But it's this smart LED light that went on the back, so it allows me to change it. So the beautiful thing about having a white wall in general, for those of you who are looking for backgrounds, it's nice when you have white, because then you can bounce off any light you want and you don't have to worry about buying new backgrounds. So right now, my background is soft white, but I've also smart teched my home, so I can say, Alexa, turn my backlights magenta. I think that's a color.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, and there's a magenta now. So, or Alexa, turn my backlights green.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's green. So, so I love this. It's able to just bounce off light colors and stuff like that. So I love that. But of course, I also like my signature soft white because it just makes me feel a little bit more calm. So Alexa, turn my backlight soft white. I think it's soft white. Oh, maybe it's not. Alexa, turn my backlight soft white.
Backlight Studio doesn't support that.
Okay, maybe it's warm white. Alexa, turn my backlights warm white.
Okay.
Okay, it's called warm white. Now I know. So there's a little example. Ricky, hi Ricky, it's nice to see you in here. Rome, hello my friend. P.S. I checked out Rome's stream last week right before mine. He streams right before me at 6 p.m. So go check him out, go give him a follow. He covers tech as well, and it's always so nice to see other people cover tech, and I love popping into other people's rooms. So let me know if you have a channel here. I would love to follow you as well. Let's see. I love everybody chatting with each other in the comments. This is what I love about the chat section and going live, because you can only see and access the chat when you're live. Once the stream is over, all of this disappears. So amazing. And then, oh, Johnny. Hello, Nikki. Good evening. I keep setting off Rome's Alexa. That's so funny. I hope you have those colors too. Otherwise, it's kind of annoying when she said, I'm sorry, we don't have that feature. But yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, and shout out to someone on my YouTube channel, Mage TV. Oh wow, it's been a minute. Love your content. Howdy from Nashville, Tennessee. Well, howdy. Thank you so much for joining. Again, I'm using the YOLO box that allows me to stream not only to Amazon, but also to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So there is a screen on the YOLO box that allows me to filter all the comments so I don't have to click elsewhere. I can see all the comments coming in at once on the YOLO box itself. So that's really, really cool. So amazing. Aww. That's wonderful. Thank you, Christina. Christina says she has a health and fitness channel, turning it into a lifestyle channel now. You go, girl. You're already following me. Well, I'll make sure I'll follow you back. But thank you so much, and good night. I know you're heading to bed because it's different time zones, so I really appreciate you all tuning in this Tuesday. Again, I go live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so if you want a friend in the tech world and you want to hang out with each other in the comments, please join me on Amazon Live, because there's so many people in the chat right now just connecting with each other and following each other's channels. So if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, however, no worries. But I do have an Amazon channel where you can see the products in your carousel as I'm live, so you know exactly which products I'm talking about. So the viewing platform is a little bit easier to navigate on Amazon. And plus, you don't need to have a YouTube channel or a Facebook channel in order to access Amazon. You do need to create an account to sign in to leave a comment though, however, but you do not need an account to watch my stream. So that's what I like about it. There's a little less gatekeeping. All right, so that was the SmallHD. So now let's hook it up, shall we? So I'm not gonna put the screen protector on, but let's turn this puppy on so you can actually see the features on the SmallHD Action 5. All right, so again, because I'm shooting with my main camera right here, which is the GH5, I have taken off my GH4 camera, which normally is my overhead camera, right? So because of that, the HDMI to connect to my camera is a micro HDMI, which SmallHD includes the cable in their box. So we are going to firstly attach the monitor to this tripod hook hingey thing. There's an actual word for it, but what do they call it? Let me see. One hinge mount, cold shoe to 1/4 inch 20. Okay, well, we'll call this the hinge mount then. I've called it the hinge mount. So we're gonna put this on here first. So the cool thing is I spin it a little bit just to get it where I need it to be, but the cool thing is now that they have these little twisters, so I can just put it in place of where I want it to be instead of twirling it around and around and around. So there we go. So I have it gripped tight on here. Now, because this screen is for me to look at when I'm shooting this way, we want the screen to face me, okay? So I'm gonna put it on. Some will think it's backwards, but it actually is supposed to be this way because, you know, I need to see the screen. Like, it's weird if you see the screen. I need to see the screen when I'm shooting, right? So I'm gonna put this here right on top, screw this in, lock that puppy in. And the great thing again is there is a knob up here. So now you're able to, you know, move it forward, tilt it backwards as well. And if it's too loose, it does come with an Allen wrench, in which there is a little Allen wrench knob right here. So if you want it to not be so stiff and you want it to be looser, you can unscrew it a little bit just to loosen up the Allen wrench screw. So you can basically set this up however you want. It's your preference, right? So again, the screen is facing my way because I want to see it, right? Now we also need to hook it up now. So again, my specific camera has a micro HDMI out. So I have selected the micro HDMI, which is this one right here, for that will go inside my camera, and this full HDMI will go onto the side of the SmallHD. So we're going in, not out, so I'm gonna put it in the, oh, you can't see it, I'm sorry. The full HDMI in is where this part will go, right over here. Boom, boom. Okay. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna put the micro HDMI in over here. Alrighty. So again, this is the battery, right? Because my camera is shooting this way. So the screen has to face me because I need to see what I'm shooting. It wouldn't be the other way. Otherwise, I can do that if it's a selfie. But as a filmmaker, the screen, I want to see it this way. If I were to take a video of myself, yes, I would put the screen towards me, but I don't do selfies when I do this. Like, this is for me as a filmmaker, as a cinematographer, to look where I'm shooting. So I did it that way. And then we're gonna pair it up with a battery. So the battery that I am utilizing is the GPO LED or power LED. It is the Sony NPF series battery. I have already charged it right here. So I've selected it in the carousel as well, but I am utilizing it this way. Alrighty, so I'm gonna put this into the monitor right here. So there's these little prongs right here you'll see, and so you'll be able to latch the battery to it. So again, I'm sorry I don't have an overhead today because I'm utilizing my overhead camera as my demo right now. But I'm just gonna slide it in. Okay, so there we go. I have it in here as well. Perfect. Okay, so as you can see, it's already kind of powering on in itself. So I'm just gonna turn this bid on. It says no HDMI video until you actually turn the camera on, right? So let me turn this down. Ooh, see this? Blah, blah, blah. So let me do that. Okay, very cool. So the only thing about this is when I put the screen on screen, it's so bright. It might not be accurate for you all to see. So I'm like, let me see if I can like turn down the, that's the one thing. I'm like, can I turn down the brightness just for demo's sake? There we go, so you can kind of see it now. All right, cool. So this is, here's the backpack. You can see the backpack, right? Okay, so now the monitor is all hooked up. Let me move this screen because I have my chat on the side as well. Derry, thank you so much for starting to follow. I appreciate it. So again, Johnny says the screen is backwards, but it depends on what you're utilizing it for. Okay, so because if I'm the cinematographer, I want to see what I'm shooting, right? But if I do a selfie of myself, then yes, obviously I would face the screen towards me. But right now, as the cinematographer, which is what this really is meant for the person behind the camera, it's great because there's features now that will allow you to make sure that your lighting is absolutely perfect. So let me show you and take you through some of the features of this. So first things first, this is a touch screen, guys. So starting at $329, which is one of the entry, like really high quality monitor brand. I love SmallHD. It's just in the past, their monitors have started at $700, $800. So this is a really nice entry level that has everything that I would absolutely want as a filmmaker to add on to. So first of all, we have the frame settings. I think this is what I do with all this stuff. So focus. So right now let's do focus because I think that's the easiest thing to show you. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this where the light's not blinding. Speaking of lights, so the coolest thing that a lot of filmmakers were commenting on, because I did leave a prompt of like, guess what feature you think will be the biggest feature for this SmallHD monitor. And a lot of folks commented nit level, right? So just for a reference, when you're outside and you're filming, it's hard to see the screen, right? Just like when you're on your computer and you bring your laptop out, it's hard to see at certain angles what's on the screen. Now this has 2000 nits of brightness, which is incredible because that means I'll be able to see the screen even if I go out into broad daylight. I'll be able to see what's on my screen. I don't have to find shade or shadows to make sure. And just to give you a comparison, your computer monitor right now is about 100 nits, okay? And the MacBook Pro is 500 nits. So this is 2000 nits. So imagine how much brighter from your MacBook laptop screen or your computer monitor as it is right now in your home, how much brighter this screen monitor really is. So 2000 nits. Yes, Vladimir, hi Vladimir, he just joined. He's like 2K? I'm like, yes, 2000 nits, my friends. And it's 5-inch monitor display, 5.5 inches total, but the actual display itself is a 5-inch diagonal. It's very compact, it's super light, it allows me to do run and gun like super easy. Right now I'm on the, let's do the focus mode. So on settings, we can do focus. You can even change the color of the focus. So let's do red. And then you can even change the outline intensity. So basically, for my focus, let me configure this. when I'm on my focus, what am I focusing on today? Let's see. Okay. I was a little confused before because I was like, if it's darkened, does that mean it's selected or not? So if it's darkened, that means it's selected. So when you focus, it'll have an outline now. I really don't know if y'all can see this because of the 2000 nits brightness. You might not be able to see what's on the screen because, yeah. But let me go for different colors. So basically everything that's in focus will now be in the color you selected. So as you can see, hopefully you can see, it's green because I selected a green outline. Also, when you press expose, you'll see when you're filming what is not appropriate, right? So the red means it's too bright. So if you are filming, you'll be able to automatically adjust, for instance, your lighting. So to make sure, because now this is like really, really bright, right? When it's in red, that means it's overexposed. So we want to like bring it down and change it so it's not red anymore. And that way we know that our shot is not overexposed. So it's a little cheat tool or like a focus assist, I will tell you. So this is amazing, right? So expose is awesome. Focus is awesome. That way you know you're in focus. And this is especially great if you are doing a shoot with yourself and you need to see yourself, because when I do things, for instance, in the past, because I utilize my favorite lens, unfortunately and fortunately, I love a prime lens, but it doesn't automatically focus. Not like this one, because when I put, you know, this in the face, it focuses on the ring. When I pull away, it focuses back on my face. So I can do that with this camera, but with the because it is a smart lens, and a zoom lens. This, unfortunately, is a prime lens, so that means it doesn't automatically detect. So sometimes if I'm soft or I'm like out of focus, I won't know because far away it looks like good, but you know, I need glasses. So another way to do that is turn on focus peaking on your monitor, set it to a color that you can see from far away, and they offer green, blue, red, yellow. So whatever your eye sees best in broad daylight or wherever the circumstance is, you'll be able to see how focused you are. And I especially focus when it's on the eyes, because when I know my eyes are in focus, that's as crisp as it will get. So I do that. Another cool thing is a frame. So let's say, for instance, you know, a TikTok or vertical shooters as well that want to have horizontal and vertical. Well, you can have the assist on. You can turn on the aspect guide and then do 9:16, because 9:16 is a vertical video on your phone, on you know, your Instagram and TikTok, right? So you can record and they'll also give you an actual on-screen guideline to know what would be right in the vertical. So if you want to save time, just have one shot that's both horizontal and vertical and you're in the frame. It makes editing way easier, and you don't have to do two different shoots where you have one this way and one this way. You can kind of put yourself in the middle, or when you're filming, you're able to see what would be in that 9:16 aspect ratio as you're filming, versus having to guess later on and realize if I punched out a little bit or punched in a little bit more, it would have looked better. So I really, really like the ability that now there's an aspect ratio feature on these SmallHD monitors. So this is a great, great. I love it. Again, it's an entry level monitor for a lot of content creators, filmmakers, productions. It's definitely light, it's compact, it has all the features that I would need. The last thing again is the look, and there are built-in looks already. And you also are able to load from the USB drive. So yes, there is a USB input right underneath the screen, and you would want to load it beforehand. But the SmallHD included this USB. You can utilize your own USB at home. However, you can also, let me do this so you can see it. Yeah, SmallHD included like a USB drive with some preloaded LUTs already, but now you're able to add your own LUTs to your monitor utilizing a USB. So this is everything that I would want in having an external on-camera monitor, because this again is what I was looking at. Oh, cool. I'm glad that you can do both. Sometimes in the past, when I turned on both, I could only do one or the other, but it's really cool that these can both be on at the same time. That's actually cool, because that used to be an issue before. So this is the monitor that I would normally look at in the past, right? And so see how small that is? And so this is now, when I add to it, what I can see. So it's much bigger, much easier when you're like running and you're trying to capture everything. And because of all the focus assisting or the exposures or the looks, if I want to add an orange teal filter, whatever look you want to your footage, you can do that immediately versus wait and post. So I love adding a monitor to my cameras whenever possible, and knowing that now SmallHD has just introduced to the market, you know, their Action 5, which just launched today. I'm excited. I'm really excited, because that means the price point too makes it more accessible for more filmmakers to include a camera monitor to their workflow, because not gonna lie, even other monitors who are not as reputable have expensive monitors. I've worked with some other monitors as well, and it crapped out on me like literally the next day. So I really do like SmallHD. You're working with a reputable brand, and so if you have any issues, they're really quick to respond to you and make sure to make it right. So I do like working with products and brands that make sure that everything that we would want as filmmakers, they've asked for my input, and they were like, we were gonna launch it last month, but we really want to see what you think first before launching it into the market. So it was really cool to be selected by SmallHD as one of their handful of filmmakers to have early access to this monitor. And I hope you all will love it, because I love it. And again, the one that I have selected on the screen or is in my carousel is not the one. It's not released yet. But again, you can still enter to win this monitor before it comes out. So again, my Instagram or SmallHD's Instagram, TechNicki Speaking, my link, there's a link in the bio, or I put it in the video of what the link is. But enter, because they haven't picked their winners quite yet. And if they're picking it right now as I speak, I'm sorry if that's like false, but it is true at the moment. As of right now, the winners have not been chosen. That means there's still a chance for you to win not only the Action 5 monitor, but the Manfrotto Backpack that the monitor came in, as well as the iron-on pins, the patches and the pins, as well as the Creative Solutions water bottle in yellow, which I have, but I've been drinking out of it already, so it's currently over there in the room, and don't want to run and get it for you guys quite yet. Oh my goodness. I'm just checking the chat really quick. Hello, CH Gadgets. He goes, coming in late. Yeah, man, I'm going to be ending in like 12 minutes. But what's up? How you doing? If you're new here too, I also go live on Amazon Live, which is where all the folks are happening to be right now. The chat is like beautiful, because I see a lot of the same faces and familiar names. Literally having conversations in the chat, and I love, love, love that so much. Yep, no longer need to put your hand. Hi, Nelson. Nelson goes, no need to cover to see the screen outdoors. This is great. Yes, so again, that 2000 nits of brightness will do that for you. As a reference, your a computer at home monitor is about 100 nits. Your laptop for your MacBook Pro is about 500 nits. So imagine a screen that has 2000 nits. When you go outside, no need to cover. You'll be able to see exactly what you're filming without having to like squint or like do these really crazy weird things to make sure you get your shot okay. So I really, really love that. Vlad goes, nice, I need this. Ross, it was great external monitor. Appreciate that, Ross. Vlad also goes, I've been sacrificing shooting 16:9 and only doing vertical lately until that. So I really like that feature. Yes. And Gwen goes, pretty cool. And Lynn just started following. Thank you so much for following. Again, I go live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I know I had so much more to cover today, but I got really excited about the SmallHD that I might want to hold some of the items that I have for next week. So if you guys have any questions specifically about the SmallHD while I have it out and connected to my camera, because next week I will be putting this back on my overhead, and you know, it takes a little bit to screw it in, just let me know. But I really liked what SmallHD has done here. This is a nice entry level market monitor for those who have never had an on-camera external monitor before. So, you know, not only cameras, but you can attach other things. Anything that basically has like a micro, mini, or full HDMI out, you'll be able to connect anything to in a way. So you could even be like a mini TV screen, although because it takes external batteries as well, you probably have a run time of maybe 1 to 2 hours. But, you know, whatever you can think of, you'll have attachments for. But it's really nice. I love the small profile. Like, it's really cute. And it does its job, and it's powerful. And again, I really love the quality that SmallHD brings. So, I don't know. It's just, I'm really excited about this monitor, because again, I've had 2 of their other monitors, but it's a little bigger, it's a little chunkier, it's a little heavier. And if I'm doing handheld, it can weigh on your wrist a lot if you don't have a cage and you're just going handheld. So having a lightweight, small monitor when you're like operating on the go, so clutch, so clutch. Oh my goodness. Oh, Richard goes, any new events coming up in your schedule, Nikki? You're so sweet for asking. So I was on the hook for maybe hosting something back in Vegas, but I'm hoping that if that doesn't go through, I'm hoping to really check out Cinegear Expo in Los Angeles, which I believe is the same week or days as it would be in Vegas for this conference that I was potentially asked to host. But I would love to be at Cinegear Expo. Anybody going to Cinegear Expo? It was really cool because in the past years we were at the Paramount Studios lot, so we got to actually be on the lot and see, you know, where all these famous films and shows are filmed, and be on the lot. And, you know, SmallHD is there. Actually, they're gearing up to be at SmallHD, probably to demo and possibly give away one of these Action 5s to some of the attendees. So right now, if you go to Cinegear Expo, registration is free until a certain day. So go now if you're interested in going to Cinegear Expo. But it's really cool because you get to see all the latest gear in Los Angeles. So if you live in Los Angeles, it's a no-brainer to connect with brands, see what the latest products are. You can see the SmallHD Action 5 in person and talk to the reps there as well. I also know Aputure, my friends over at Aputure are always there as well, and they're a lighting brand. It's the lights that actually make me lit every stream. You know, and then there's Sony and all the major camera brands, but this is the expo to go to if you're a filmmaker, okay? So NAB show is great hosting that because it's like all technology, including software, but this is more so hardware and all the gear, like camera gear, like gimbals and drones and cameras and lights. So anything you would use for filmmaking, Cinegear Expo is the expo in Los Angeles to go to. I believe it's in June. I believe it's June 8th to the 10th. Don't quote me on that. But that is something that's coming up. I also, if, you know, flight schedules and travels permit, I will be hosting or teaching at the Creativity Conference in Iceland, August 2nd to the 6th. So if you happen to want to come to Iceland with me and go to this conference, it's going to be something different than any other conference in the world. My friend Maxim Jago is the one putting on the Creativity Conference. If you don't know who he is, he speaks at a lot of these events at Future Media Conference, as well as NAB Show, as well as Adobe Max, because he is the author of Adobe Premiere. So yes, one of my friends is the author of how to basically do anything on Adobe Premiere, which is quite fascinating. He's a futurist, and he wanted to create a conference where not only are we subjected to listening to hours and hours of lectures, but to do something outside of normal and just be with attendees and showcase how we are creative. and exercise our creativity muscle. So I'm really excited because I do plan on bringing my TechNicki speaking show live to Iceland. So I'm trying to coordinate like a time right now that would work both in Iceland and the States. But you know, it would be really cool if you guys are gonna be in Iceland. I do encourage you to come to the creativity conference. And if you use my code Nicki Creative, I believe, I think it's Nicki Creative or Creative Nicki, but I think it's Nicki Creative, you get like $100 off like the registration. Yes, so Johnny, you're so good. He's like, on June 23rd, you have 2 streams planned. Yes, I can't reveal quite much yet, but your girl may have just got her first fully sponsored stream on a day, and I had to pre-create some of the links. So don't quote me on this. I don't want to jinx it, but as I've been doing more live streams, I've been privileged to be reached out to by some of the great people at Amazon that will hopefully in the future get me onto the homepage of Amazon. So exciting things coming up, but obviously I will put that on my Instagram and you'll be the first to know when that happens, because I would definitely love your support. It might not be the Tuesday at 7 o'clock, but I would definitely love your support if I do go live on one of my fully sponsored stream, because you can definitely believe that I'm gonna bring even more of my A game, because it's exciting, fam. Like, I just started live streaming on Amazon the beginning of this year, and I only go live once every week. I don't stream for hours or, you know, go streaming every day. I do want to create a nice healthy balance when I try anything. And so live streaming was new to me at the beginning of the year, but it's become so fun because I get to interact with you all live, and that's the beautiful thing about it. And again, utilizing the YOLO box, I can go live not only on Amazon, but to 2 other platforms of my choice for free. So I've chosen YouTube and Facebook. So if you're tuning in for YouTube and Facebook, hello, hello. Oh my gosh, yay. Oh my gosh. Yes, oh my gosh. I didn't realize I've been missing comments on YouTube. So just tuning in and saying hello to folks on YouTube. Ross goes, weird how Amazon audio is ultra low versus YouTube. That's so fascinating you say that. Thank you. I have amazing people who watch my streams to help quality assurance or QA my streams. So I really, really do appreciate you letting me know this feedback. I don't know why it does that, because I do have one audio line in and it's adjusted at the same level, and it should be the same level across all platforms, but that's weird, but I'll definitely keep that in consideration. Let's see. Jeff says hi. Spencer goes, does it have the same page OS system as the other SmallHD menu? Sorry if you covered that already. Thank you for asking, Spencer. So from the other 2 SmallHD monitors that I have, it's not exactly the same OS. I would say it's easier because there's less buttons. So I actually like the layout a lot more on the Action 5, because it allows me to have everything that I need immediately at my fingertips. And if I wanted to go in and adjust, then I hit the settings button. So I'm able to totally have all that disappear, hit the screen, tap exactly what I need the most, whether it's exposure, LUTs, or focus assist, and then I'm able to kind of go back into shooting by pressing on the touch screen. So I love that feature that it's like pretty much made for the filmmaker on the go, which I love. And it's also very, very lightweight. And I'm so excited for people to get their hands on it, because again, this is the first 5-inch monitor, the smallest one that SmallHD has offered, with the same amazing features. It doesn't sacrifice on quality, and it's at a really amazing starting price point, which is pretty unheard of. So again, if you haven't entered for a chance to win one of 5 Action 5s that they're giving away right now, definitely enter on Instagram or my Instagram page. The link is in my bio. Vlad goes, wow, that's incredible. That conference in Iceland sounds awesome. And yes, I will say, if you all decide to join me in Iceland, definitely we will meet up, because that is such a commitment. And so I really, really would just appreciate seeing some familiar faces there. But if not, I believe it's going to be live streamed as well. But there's 50 speakers from around the world coming. I happen to be one of 50. And we all are being tasked to create 3 different presentations between 30 minutes to an hour. So I have 2 other classes that I'm working on, but again, it's creativity. So it could be anywhere from cooking to like plating, other things that exercise my creativity than tech. You know, I think on Amazon, I'm known for a tech channel, but I do so much more than tech. I mean, a couple of streams ago, I actually cooked a whole meal on the Top Wit 2-in-1 indoor smokeless cooker, and that actually has more views than any of my streams before. So I'm thinking about getting back into the cooking side and showing another side. So I know when Christina came on, she mentioned that she's kind of going from her niche topics to kind of a broader lifestyle. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. As much as I try to keep it tech, because I definitely want to hold it down for the ladies in tech, because I feel like there should be more. I want to see more ladies in tech. I want to bring that side. But obviously, I am a woman of many like interests and hobbies that I'd love to be able to cook for you again on this channel live or do some other things. So yeah, that is something that I'll have. But because my channel name is TechNicki Speaking by Nicki Sun, I guess that kind of pigeonholes me a little bit. But you know, there's a lot of things in tech. Like when I did the beauty products, it was a tech beauty product, you know, so it comes with an app. So I felt like that was relatable and relevant. Oh, Peter says, I would, but you'll be in Africa at that time. Oh, Peter, the fact that you would even consider coming to Iceland to see me means a lot to me, fam. I really, really appreciate you. Oh my goodness, I'm over my time. So thank you for sticking with me today. I'm so glad that this stream worked this time. So unfortunately, that means when I go live on Amazon and stream everywhere else, Amazon's requirements are that it's at 720p stream and 2800 kilobytes per second, which is the lower denominator of going live everywhere else. So I will have to go through those issues in order to go live across 3. But if it's okay to see me in 720p versus 1080p, I think I can continue doing my live streams every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you again so much for joining me. I know we didn't get through everything on this week's carousel. Oh, and before I leave, it is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Yeah. And with the years and the times that we've been facing with a lot of the hate crimes and racism towards our community, I really do also want to celebrate all the achievements and merits that our community has been able to achieve. And so today, my friends over at the Asian American Girl Club, shout out to Ali Maki, who's also the voice of Officer McDipples in Toy Story 4, and Amazon Music have done a very limited edition collaboration. And because it was with Amazon, I was like, I wonder if that shirt will be available on Amazon for me to throw in my carousel tonight. And I was like, oh, it is. So yes, this really cool shirt is a limited edition collaboration with the Asian American Girl Club and Amazon Music. The shirt comes in male and female sizes, and it does come in white or black. So it's pretty cool, but all of the proceeds will support the Asian American Girl Club, I believe. Don't quote me on that. So if you are interested in the Asian American Girl Club shirt, I have it selected in my carousel right now. And if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, no worries. You can find this stream and restream it on my Amazon page and find specifically the shirt that supports the Asian American community, especially the Asian American Girl Club. So thank you so much. Oh my goodness. It was such an awesome time. Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you for unboxing the SmallHD Action 5 monitor with me. Go enter that competition or that giveaway so you can win your own Action 5 monitor. And I'll see you next Tuesday, fam. I really appreciate you. But yeah, I'll see you on Instagram.